Hello to all my friends and welcome to the Jim's 5am Club. And it's that time of day again, and as you can see, the cloud has moved, the wind has blown it away. It's a beautiful morning, and I once again welcome you to Jim's 5am Club. And we're going to go for a nice little walk and talk along the Cahill walkway. I'm perched up here above Circular Quay, and we'll see the ferries coming and going and just enjoy this beautiful, beautiful northeasterly breeze which is coming through. It's gentle, it's refreshing, not too cold, not too hot, but a glorious way just to spend the next 10 or 15 minutes. And what we'll do is we'll have a bit of a chat about a topic which is near and dear to my heart. And we've got the Catherine Hamlin ferry just coming in here to wharf number 2. Don't know where the Catherine Hamlin comes from or where it goes to, but we'll work that out over time and go for a bit of a ride on it and do a 5am club from there if possible one day. Anyway, the topic that I want to chat to you about today is a topic that I picked up years ago when I did a seminar with the Pacific Institute. Lou Tice was the lead presenter there, and they talked about a technique called context reframing. Context reframing, and it's a powerful technique which can be used for personal leadership, but it's also used in management and marketing, and it's used quite often around us in the media, you name it. You may have heard of the term spin doctors, and a spin doctor is somebody who either puts a positive spin or a negative spin on a news story, depending on what they are trying to influence and the message that they're trying to pass on. But context reframing, we've also grown up with context reframing as children, as a number of fairy tales that we've grown up with have context reframing. Stories, fairy tales like The Ugly Duckling, or stories like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer are brilliant examples of context reframing, because what they do is they take a situation which seems to be a negative or is perceived to be a negative early on, and they ask one simple question: what's good about this? And then, as with the ugly duckling, the ugly duckling turns into the beautiful swan, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer ends up leading all the reindeers with Father Christmas because of his unique ability. And the same thing happens to all of us. Now, we sometimes look at things, or we perceive things as being as ugly, as a disadvantage, or whatever. But the one important thing that we need to ask ourselves is a very, very important question, and a very empowering question: what's good about this? If you can learn to ask yourself in every situation that you find yourself in, what's good about this, what you'll do is you'll invite empowering answers, remembering that good quality questions deliver good quality answers. And if you're asking yourself dumb questions like what's wrong with this or what's bad about this, then you're going to get yourself in a negative loop, and you'll be caught up in a vortex of negativity and discomfort. So what's good about this? It's a very, very important and powerful question, and it's used in marketing all the time. When people have a product which are about to launch, they ask a simple question, what's good about this? And then they go on to articulate and to talk about the features of their product and the benefits that that product delivers. And then it's up to the customers or the recipient of that message to be able to make an association and to say to themselves, I can use this and I can see the benefits. So it's very, very powerful. How do we use this? I guess the important thing to always know is that we're surrounded by people, we're surrounded by groups, we're surrounded by situations, schools, organisations, friends, family members who are always looking to put us down. They're always looking to point out what's wrong, what's bad about us, what's bad about the situation. But our rebuttal, our opportunity there is to immediately point out what's good about it, what's good about the situation, and raise the standard, raise the gaze, so that we're looking for the positives and not the negatives. Anyway, the other thing that I learnt in that seminar run by Lou Tice back in the would have been the mid-90s was the flick back and flick up technique, which allows you to be able to recall a situation or an event or an example where you've done something in the past and you've done it very, very well, and to use that flick back, flick up technique to empower you and to get you to understand that if you've done it in the past, or if you've risen to challenges in the past, then you're more than capable of rising to bigger and more challenging situations in the future. We all need to have an inventory of achievements that we can tap into to remind us of the times where we felt challenged, where we had an issue, where we had a problem, and we went on to solve it and to reap the rewards of our efforts. It's important as parents, and it's important for all people, for coaches, for children, for carers, to be able to keep on reminding our families, our friends, our grandchildren, and all the people around us, our co-workers, that we're capable of doing it. We see it in sport all the time. Just when you see a team is down and out, some magic happens and they pull off a miraculous win, and all against the odds win. And then you say to yourself, well, how did that happen? Well, it happens all the time, but we just need to have faith and not give up hope, and to believe in our abilities and capabilities to be able to deliver on our challenges. So there you go. Context reframing, a beautiful, beautiful concept, and we're all called to be spin doctors and to help ourselves change the spin, change the context, change the perception of the problems, the challenges that we face, and to understand that there's lots of ways of looking at things, there's lots of solutions, there's lots of ways to solve each and every problem, because each problem has its solution. Not only has its single solution, it has multiple solutions. You just need to ask yourself the right questions, and you need to reframe it and put it into a positive context so that you're able to deal with it, so that you're able to break it down into its elements and then attack and solve each element one by one, and with a snowballing effect be able to bring upon an awesome solution to that problem that you thought was impossible to deal with. So always remember how to use context reframing. Remember those beautiful stories that we learnt as children, the ugly duckling, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, and I'm sure that you can remember a number of other things where there was a twist in the story, a twist in the outcome, which was empowering and gave our little minds, our little lives, something to look up to and something to overcome in terms of potential fears and challenges that we may face in the future. So the challenge is for each and every one of us to use these techniques and not to be left wanting and dumbfounded when presented with opportunities, thinking that you're not capable, or it's not your turn, or you're not able to do it because of this and that reason. Just go back, flick back and flick up. Remember a time when you're faced a similar sort of challenge and you're able to not only solve the challenge but to also deliver an outcome beyond your wildest dreams. Each and every one of us has the ability to excel, to be an austerity, to be a star. You just need to dig deep and be committed to the outcome, and know that most people give up when they've expended about 40% effort. So you've got an additional 60% of effort that you can continue pushing, that will get you further down the line and help you achieve something at short notice. Anyway, take care, look after yourself, wishing you all the very best, and I look forward to chatting to you again tomorrow on Jim's 5 a.m. Club. And I'd like to once again finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, wishing you all the best. Stay connected, stay relevant, and may you always be a spin doctor in your life, and to turn the negatives into positives, to give hope where hope appears to be almost disappearing, to stop the fearmongers, the people who sow fear, uncertainty and doubt, to stop them in their tracks, and to be the purveyor of hope and opportunity to all of those around you, and to never give up hope, because the best is always yet to come. Yasas, take care, until we chat again. It's Jim from Jim's 5 a.m. Club.